You are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy.
Saturday. I could have sworn I had something to do today. Oh my god, the N1 Grand Prix is today. I gotta train.
Cannon A, Cannon B, Cannon C. Anti-damage, anti-navi, Muramasa, anti-damage, anti-navi, Muramasa.
One thing left to do. Practice.
Well, back to the lab.
Masterclass. Back in the day, this is one of the formats used in the old official tournaments in Japan. This format uses E-Reader cards to further boost your Mega Man and enhance his abilities. This not only make the matches intense as ever, new strategies and playstyles, never before seen by your average net battler, will also be at display. Here's a few abilities that come with this. Recovering after every chip use, the normal buster being replaced by crack shoot. Abnormally high amounts of HP, I mean, just look at that. The normal charge shot being replaced by our dear corn shot. And of course, status guard by default. Being able to shrug off any status conditions and combine that with super armor? Now that's something to fear. And of course, you'll see a rainbow of Mega Man. Not only do they look pretty, they have elemental types, and some players will use that to their advantage. There's a few rules to this though. The mod cards all have a megabyte value, and the cards you select cannot have the sum of over 80 megabytes. And just like the old Japanese tournaments, cards that give a charge shot invisible will be restricted. Because come on, it's invisible. There's a few glitches here and there present in the Japanese version that are fixed in the international versions, but we'll bring those up at the appropriate moments. And because we are in the Japanese version, we'll also be seeing some Japanese exclusive battle chips, including Django, Count, Otenko, Gundo Soul EX, and the powerful event chips, Double Beast, Falzar, and Gregor. Okay, now that you guys know how this works, let's get things rolling. Battle routine, set!
Execute!
Execute! Oh.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is MegaMaster-X and I'd like to welcome you to the N1 Grand Prix Minor 2. We have a lot of very interesting battles set up here today for you to view, and we look forward to showcasing that. Here joined with me, if you'd like to introduce yourselves.
Joey, you go first.
Do I need to, really? Welcome, I am Joey Cobalt, also known as Joey or Cobalt, which you do prefer. And on my other side is...
I am Midnight W, and it is a pleasure to be here with you two fine gentlemen.
Oh, shucks.
So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started into our first match, which is going to be in the first round. We are going to be pitting... Let me double check my notes here, make sure we got it. We're going to be pitting Mailman of the South versus Azumar, which is round 1.4.
Would you mind explaining to us how you are showing off the video?
Sure, not a problem. So the video is going to be shown from the point of view of the person that submitted it. So the person on top is going to be a person who actually is, we're seeing the battle from that point of view particularly.
And all of these videos are pre-recorded.
Yes. That is correct. So let's go ahead and get started here.
And currently all of our contestants are still in their... are still in the tournament battling. Currently they are in round 3?
They are indeed in round 3.
So here are the matches. So we're going to show off the matches that happened in rounds 1 and 2.
That is correct. So we're starting out this round strong. Mailman's going to start with a bubble shield, excuse me, which takes a hit to pop, thankfully, but it looks like both players are also going to end up utilizing the traps to their fullest extent in order to protect themselves versus each other. It looks like they're both taking very cautious stances between each other, which is pretty stellar considering that wood body is going to be very strong against elect body. As we're going right into custom screen, Mailman of the South is not wasting any sort of time with no extra custom boosts. We have to be kind of cautious about what kind of mod cards he's using.
That's rather risky, isn't it?
It is. Alright, as we go into the next round there, looks like Mailman's going to go ahead and go invis, continuing his defensive bolstering.
Oh! Going into a 2x Blastman SP.
The humor bug is very strong in this one. If that Erase Man is going to connect, Azumar is gonna, looks like Azumar actually has the, oh, look at that counter hit with a Corn Buster. Much respect to Melman. Oh. Alright, we're back into custom there. It looks like there's just so many chips. There's so many chips, and they're customizing so quickly.
Groundman.
Rip the field. Melman's going to try his darndest to get some of that field advantage back, but unfortunately, with a panel grab, it looks like he's just trying to eke out and make it a little more difficult for Azumar to move around. And that Corn Buster hits for double damage, too. It's also worth noting that the Bomb Corn mod card, Charge Shot, hits 2 times, and it does do elemental damage for additional hurtage. It looks like he is indeed running a B code folder, which is going to be obscenely strong versus Azumar in this particular match.
Ooh,
Right.
a double grab revenge. To even out the field.
It's evened out. Looks like that Poison Seed is not going to connect as it goes into the hole before it finished connecting. He's at 1 HP with Undershirt. Is he going to get it? And that Buster Shot is going to close out the first round. So, Joey, what do you think of these setups so far?
Well, Mel is pretty effective with his setup. He has low HP compared to his opponent, but he's got the bubble wrap to protect him, and good enough. Also, he just drew to invis, so you can see he's got solid defense against pretty much everything the opponent can throw at him.
It looked like he was ready for pretty much anything there. That pulse is not going to do hardly anything as it's soaked up by the bubble shield.
Yes.
Which should have done double damage. How's Melman going to respond? The pressure that's been given... We've seen a lot of panel grab play in the meta right now instead of just area grabs. When before, people would just continuously spam area grabs in order to gain advantage, but people are being very cognizant of their area as it stands right now. And it looks like Melman is not wasting any time to get that field advantage. He's going to get hit by that pulse, and it's really good that he didn't have that anti-damage up because it would have been destroyed by that machine gun chip. He has no idea where Azumar is on the field right now.
Well, the charge shot is giving him the place of origin, but he's gonna move away as soon as he stops shooting.
Double Beast!
Ooh.
TFC and the Life Aura! Looks like that Double Beast is going to get completely soaked up by the Life Aura. Unfortunately, it's not going to be as effective. The Double Beast is a chip that is exclusive to the EXE6 Japanese version of Battle Network.
And it does a lot of damage. It's almost as much damage as a standard Giga chip.
And it's a Mega chip, no less.
Yes.
Panel grab is not going to connect because it looks like Azumar was on that panel down below, but thankfully Melman of the South was able to use that to his advantage, knowing exactly where he came from because of that pulse. He was able to panel grab successfully.
Yes. As it seems, Melman is trying to zone out his opponent just to play the Buster mind games.
Looks like they are strong. And
yes.
Melman is going to continue going on the defensive there. And
there
it looks
goes
like,
the aura.
oh, his opponent has gone Tengu Cross, but he couldn't have seen it because of the blind, but he's got a 2x machine gun, and unfortunately he's not going to be able to pop that aura that he now knows exactly where it is. And it looks like Azumar is trying to draw him into the poison panels to gain extra advantage. Wow,
yes.
What a setup. And as customization continues, neither player has yet to beast out in this at all, which is increasingly interesting. Looks like that TFC is going to meteor out. How many hits is that going to connect? Ow!
4.
The flash bomb unfortunately goes down, and the aura has been popped. Judge Man's going to drop, but that unfortunately isn't really going to do anything.
So no.
Melman of the South has a very interesting setup here. He has the ability to go ahead and recover and clean up his field from all the poison and holes with Sanctuary, but he opts not to, going instead for base.
Another ground man. He's gonna crack up those poison panels.
If he doesn't have any kind of shoes in his configuration for mod card or for Navicus, he's going to be in for a very, very difficult time.
And that base, that does a lot of damage.
As Azumar
he-
tries in vain to get him back over.
It is shown that he, in fact, does not have air shoes. He was stopped by the hole.
That's right. Oh, Azumar's going to try to
And the
reclaim
grand-
some of his field. It looks like it is going to successfully give him back some of his movement room. But he may not be
And
able
taking
to...
a lot more.
Ooh. Oh no!
Ooh.
Azumar is obscenely low right now. At 1 HP, if he has no kind of defensive chip or recovery, he is in very, very bad shape. How is Melman
This
going to
match-
close this out?
Seems like Mailman has a lot of options. But let's see what's gonna happen. And a TFC to the end
Ooh,
damage.
that deletion! What an unfortunate
That was clutch.
end. What an unfortunate end. And that's going to be it for that particular battle. So we're going to go ahead and prepare the next one. Midnight, what did you think of the battle so far?
Hold on, I'm organizing right now. Sorry. Don't worry, I'll be more active in the next round.
No problem at all.
Ooh.
So our next match is actually going to be Salad versus Disco, round 1.2 in the bracket.
And Salad and Disco are among one of our best players in our community.
Our veterans, if you will.
Salad is a two-time N1GP champion.
And Disco, while did not win any events so far, has come to the finals once in the first tournament.
That is correct.
And he's just a very skilled net battler in general.
Indeed he is. So we're going to go ahead and start up this next match. Which, like I said, is going to end up being Salad versus Disco. And while we're going through here, let's take a moment to discuss the mod cards once again here. It looks like players, we had asked our participants to go ahead and submit the mod cards that they're using for this tournament because of its unfamiliar format. And we have seen quite a bit of mod card usage throughout the entire thing. Well, looks like the match is going to go ahead
You
and
are
start.
worthy.
And we are seeing this battle from Salad's point of view. And it looks like Salad is playing the unpatched Japanese version.
Salad is our Japanese translator.
No,
after
she's
all.
not. No, she's not.
Alright, so it looks like it's going to be Salad's Elect Body versus Disco's Fire Body. Now you'll see Disco's HP is ticking down while he is customizing. That's because one of the mod cards he's using grants a custom HP bug. And it looks like Salad's going to go ahead and start off with a Buster fight. Both players went to Dust Cross, so they're both probably digging through their folders. Disco's opening with turn one, Double Beast. Holy moly! Wasting no time at all to try to get as much damage as he can in while he can. Is Salad going to use that chip that she's got queued up? What's going to happen? Disco's going to drop a barrier. We've known from previous events that Disco is a very, very defensive player.
He stacks all the barriers auras that he can with Invis and really high HP, just to prolong the fight as long as he can in his favor. I would not be surprised to see that here.
That is correct. Both players are both excruciatingly skilled in their own rights. And they both have traps up too. We still don't know what Disco's trap is. Looks like Beat's gonna eat up whatever he had queued up. That could have been any turn from a Mega Chip to a Giga Chip, and it looks like it's got some sort of bug chip. We know from the version that he's using, which is Falter, it's more than likely a bug Death Thunder. He triggers Elem Trap. His Buster is considered an elemental attack. And it looks like he has the Bubble Buster mod card as well. It's going to trap Salad in a bubble every time Disco lands a charge shot, putting her at a very, very massive disadvantage.
Disco was planning to use that barrier 200 to outlast Salad, but thankfully Salad has a Buster of 10, which has a Buster bug which can do a maximum of 100 damage per shot.
And Disco with the Bubble Wrap and the Bug Thunder can do really a lot of damage.
Salad
But
goes into
Salad
Tomahawk Cross. Thank goodness. Get out of that trap. And Disco's continuing. Oh, the pressure! It continues.
It ended on his saw.
Salad's gonna bug fix. How is Disco gonna continue the pressure that he's built up until this point, wasting absolutely no time? He continues on to pressure the field with Bug Death Thunders. What an absolutely stellar match right now. Both players seem to be playing mind games almost. That Bug is ticking down Disco's HP little by little. Disco ends up using Hub Batch in order to get all of the abilities that it entails, and lays a trap too for Salad. Is it any kind of a damage-based trap? We really have no way of knowing. Element Man's going to end up decrossing Salad with the fire version of Element Man's chip, and it looks like Salad decided not to activate the trap that was queued up. Both players have such defensive folders, high HP values, mind games. This is a game, this match right here is truly a match of giants.
Indeed.
It might take over an hour to actually complete it.
Which it
Oh,
did.
looks like Element Trap continues to hit again. Oh, and it looks like another one was triggered.
Double!
Wow, both players are... Oh, that was genius. That was
Not only
absolutely
that,
clever.
the graphics also glitched up a bit.
Salad's in anger mode.
And Salad is holding on to that fanfare, knowing that Disco can suck it up at any moment and use it against her.
She's more than likely going to be waiting until the very, very end of the turn to use it. It looks like that is indeed the case. So Disco either has to answer the object or just prepare for the next turn. It's basically putting him in a mental corner while he continues to put abnormal amounts of pressure with his Bug Death Thunders on the field.
If Salad can pull off this next chip, and she does. Disco has the life up. Oh, that does not help.
Double damage,
really
and it missed. No.
Meteor Knuckle is one of those special Giga chips where it's completely RNG depending on the position of the player, and that seems to be a really bad RNG. Only hitting him once, correct?
Yes.
It only removed the aura.
That's unfortunate.
It is.
Alright, so they're going to continue going into customization. Disco seems to be very much taking his time, and understandably so, because one small misstep from either player can cost either one the match. Salad's going to go into recovery, which is very smart, as she doesn't really have any other longevity options right now, aside from Invis and continuous traps. Disco
But looks like she's taking advantage of her Bug Buster to do 100 damage per shot.
But that's going to end up popping the trap if it ends up going through. Does she have a charge shot panel grab? This is an
She does.
This is an example of one of the mod cards where every one of Salad's charge shots end up being a panel grab, which she is using fully to her advantage, and Disco looks like he's gleaned that information and is trying to stay on the front rows in order to prevent her from capitalizing it.
Oh. Having a panel grab for a charge shot does not seem that threatening, but eventually does build up, and it's very difficult to fight back against.
Combining with that Buster bug, she could easily just bust her out.
Oh!
That anti-Navi!
That was well placed.
Looks like Disco can't
double
put the pressure
recover
on her.
for 100.
Disco can't put the pressure on her to stack up those Death Bug Thunders.
But Disco is almost at full HP now.
Ooh, that's right.
This is truly a battle of attrition between both players as they're trying to outlast one another with defensive chips. I mean, we now know why this match took so long in round one.
This match is 30 minutes. But Disco got 2 Bug Thunders going straight for Salad. But Salad's having none of that.
Salad was really smart in going ahead and getting back into the back row, otherwise it would have been pushed back. And Bubble Wrap is going to be used by Disco in order to go on the defensive as he tries to reclaim some of that field. Oh my goodness.
Now he's got that
having
pressure he's
those
been waiting
footsies.
for.
Oh
no!
no!
Oh no!
Disco is just keeping the pressure up, not wasting any time with his ironclad defense. Salad's got a chip queued up, but is just waiting for the right opportunity to do it. And she's trying to use her charge shot in order to regain some of that field advantage. Just look at the field layout. It's so
What is she
obtuse.
waiting for?
Ooh, and a slow gate.
What is her plan? Why did she wait so long to use that sanctuary while those Bug Death Thunders were chasing her down?
I guess the frame delay after using a chip is probably something she's trying to be cognizant of at this point. I mean, every moment that's used between the chip that she uses to the Bug Death Thunder, I mean, that's just a constant threat. And I don't know if this is some sort of a mind game specifically, but no matter what, it's a genius strategy from Disco. Oh, they both sanctuaried!
Oh!
Ooh.
It looks like Disco is going to end up bug fixing in order to clear himself of all bugs existing right now as those Bug Death Thunders continue to put pressure on the field. Salad is going to Judge Man, which reclaims her field, pushes Disco back, doesn't push Disco back, paralyzes him, and
she sets up a Life Aura! Now it takes damage of 400 damage.
oh,
Take
the
it out.
win! That was a
Oh,
read if I've
Disco-
ever seen one!
That was a fine read.
Using Wind to instantly remove her aura and then sucking it up. Just shoot back at her. Unfortunately, the dust shoot missed completely. And looks like Salad used her Wind to her advantage to take out Disco's Bubble Wrap.
Which is going to be obscenely smart as things continue on right now. Both battlers are still keeping the pressure up. Salad, though, is becoming at an increasing disadvantage as she continues to go through her folder and Disco mounts up the pressure. It's just gonna keep getting worse and worse.
And if you guys look at the custom screen, these players' folders are rather really strange. A mix of asterisk and a bunch of random codes that don't line up with each other. This one the ways to play the mod cards. Because everyone has so much more HP, they're so much stronger.
Did you see that object fly around? Disco has actually sucked
did.
up so many objects that he's not able to consume anymore.
Or it was a glitch. We don't know.
Is it? I don't know. Looks like Double Beast is gonna go through for maximum damage.
Well, he was using the Buster and nothing seemed to be coming out.
It may have just been a sprite overlay issue. The Salad's making full use of those charge shots to continue putting pressure and constant
Oh,
damage
it's
on
Salad's
Disco.
almost out of chips!
Salad's going on the offensive now. Is she going to beast out and make use of her beast charges or continue to use the final chips in her folder in order to try to close out this match versus Disco?
Like I said, these mod card matches have way too much HP, so they need all of these strong chips they can put in their folder to do enough damage in time. It's a trial of waiting for those 15 turns to go up and for how many chips you have in your folder.
Oh, it looks like she's closing the gap between Disco and her HP ever so carefully.
And now Salad can't use the Wind Rack lock on.
Is Salad gonna go for that get on? Oh, the Bubble Buster! The Bubble Buster pressure continues!
It is interesting to see Disco is using Bubble Wrap and the grass on. So it's removing all the sanctuary from the field as well.
Correct, and he's also using his Bubble Buster to bubble Salad while letting the Bug Death Thunder to get near her and dealing double damage. What an excellent strategy.
It looks like Salad is continuing to play a very, very careful footsie game because the longer she just stands around, the closer that Bug Death Thunder is going to get to hitting her.
And both players have a...
Oh, that's going to be a
no!
undershirt, please! Salad doesn't have any kind of answers. All Disco needs to do is Buster for the win.
Oh!
And first round goes to Disco. And this stage is very well set for both of them.
And how long was that first round? Salad ran out of chips.
It was absolutely insane, and both players are at such high amounts of HP. This is not even possible with normal Navi customizer setups. Looks like Salad is not wasting any time going right into bug fix.
Omega, there's a question on the chat.
How are we formatting the N1 Grand Prix? Is there a way to battle each other? There are indeed. We use a special version of Visual Boy Advance called VBA Link, and we use Hamachi in order to link players up. It looks like Double Beast is going to be dropped. Disco is not. It's just keeping that pressure up, but this is a good showcase of a very interesting part about Double Beast's chip. The way the chip works is that if there are any kind of obstacles that are on the field that interrupt the line of sight effectively for Double Beast, it will not fully complete. As you saw, the Gregor Buster on the second hit actually hit that rock cube in the back instead of going towards Salad.
And you better hope an object is there to block the Double Beast. Otherwise, you're going for a straight 420 damage. And it does not count as a Navi chip, so you cannot anti-Navi against it. It's one of the most powerful battle chips in Battle Network 6, or EXE 6 rather.
By far. Salad is thinking very carefully. Thankfully, Salad does not have the same custom HP bug that Disco has, so not only is she able to technically see when Disco is done with this customization, but she's able to kind of take her time in formulating it without worrying about her HP ticking down ever so steadily.
Looks like both players have the same strategy of using their really strong busters combined with their custom charge shot to give them their advantage.
Beat's gonna eat up that chip again.
And Disco is waiting for the chance.
And Disco's area locked! Stuck between Salad's panels and a boulder.
Salad is trying to provoke Disco from doing whatever it is he's got planned or queued up. The HP bug is just going to continue to drop down.
Will they try to destroy the rock? Their charge shot should be strong enough. Oh, using against the grab revenge?
Ooh. That's going to push Salad back. Oh, the anti-damage is triggered, so it does not push Salad back, but if she moves from those rows, those panels will be reclaimed.
Oh, and she wants to keep as much panels as she can to avoid Disco's Bug Death Thunder. As we saw in the last match, having two of them line up on the field just puts you in a corner and you're bound to get hit by one of them.
And Salad's gonna go straight into Tomahawk Cross to start swinging away at Disco's HP as he blows Salad back and reclaim his field and gets some
and the boulder!
Back. Oh, lucky Salad wasn't in range of that boulder, otherwise it would have done a substantial amount of damage. Both players are TFC chaining. Disco has now opened up the Bug Death Thunder pressure and can begin starting to area pressure Salad throughout the game.
Looks like that board is gonna go for Disco's advantage and block her path from moving around the field. Salad was... Oh, and Salad just used the rock to block Disco's fan!
That is incredible! The way Tengu Cross works, that the back B does blow the opponent towards you, also blows auras and barriers off of the player, but if there's an object like a rock or a rock cube or a rock on the field like there is currently, and the player has an object behind them, it will not hit them. The rock will block the win.
What an amazing move! And Disco blew that rock to her, so she used it to her own advantage. And Disco changed his charge shot into Bug Death Thunder, so he no longer has Tengu Racket.
Which trap is Salad trying to keep? Is she trying to hold on to anti-damage? It looks like she is waiting for the opportunity. Salad's going to go ahead and drop the elemental trap because Disco has it ready. But he's going to go ahead and pop Spoutman and
remove that rock.
Woo!
Oh!
Double element.
But she dodged that element trap. And Mega G-Man, what goes on in the N1 Discord?
Memes.
Memes and Battle Network strategy. Lots and lots of Battle Network strategy.
Tons of it.
Would you say Battle Network strategies would overpower the amount of memes, or the other way around?
I think it's a good balance, Midnight. I do.
Very good.
It's a balance, but it looks like Salad is going to continue to work around Disco's pressure.
And Salad's keeping that distance, just using her Buster to deal damage to him.
No choices at all.
Oh, but that thunder straight to the face. But Salad is currently having Tomahawk Cross, so she cannot be paralyzed.
Oh my
Sal's
goodness.
just walking into those bug dead thunders. She's just waiting for a moment to use that invest, but she missed it.
Looks like she's gonna hang on to it too.
She'll have to use it in this next turn.
I guess
Surrounded
she's
by
not
the
sure
thunders.
if Disco will follow up with a really strong. I'm assuming she's keeping it in case Disco uses a really strong chip, or she's not sure that he has
Ooh,
rush.
looks like
And
that
decross.
There we go! She was waiting for Disco to mess up. Let's move to that front
And
panel and
decross
destroy
on-
the Tango Cross with the sword. Oh, it was double decross. And both players are almost the same amount of HP.
Oh, Salad's panel grab is not going to be able to go through, but it is going to do damage and make Disco flinch. Is he going
Because earlier, Sal did uninstall Disco's.
That is
Navi
So
customer
no
programs.
super armor.
But Disco does have a hub badge, so he might be able to bring that back.
That's an interesting choice to have both Black Thunder and Hub Badge.
Which seems to be working out for him. In case he gets uninstalled, he can just use the hub badge. And Bug That Thunder is a very good offensive chip. And it looks
Looks like he is hub batching. No, he bug fixed. Salad lays the trap.
And she says the fanfare.
Disco
Bitch.
wastes no time at all getting that right off of the field. The tides have turned from the first match where there was such a big HP difference between the two.
Oh!
Ooh, the Buster's failing!
And
Ooh,
barrier
Disco
200.
waited for the very last moment to set up all of these defenses.
What is going to happen? Salad has so many options at this point.
What an intense match.
Alright, looks like they're going right back into custom.
What's
What
Salad
is-
gonna do?
What is Salad looking for in her folder?
Looks like she's trying to get rid of that barrier first and foremost. But how will Disco respond? He is in Beast Out. Ooh, and he recovers with Oh! What is this? It was an anti-Navi. And Blastman will take out that barrier. She's setting up the fan. And Disco wastes no time to destroy it and hitting Salad. And both players have healed and now they have the same amount of HP still.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
So Sal's taking advantage of that paralyzation to buster him down. Looks like she's waiting for the opportune moment to use that meteor knuckle right now. And gone to a corner! And hitting!
Ooh!
And hitting! Oh!
Oh,
There was
almost,
one HP left!
almost.
And Salad is
Oh!
waiting for that.
Oh, there we go.
We're in
That
game
was
3.
clutch.
And Salad could not use her element trap because
Two Guardians
Disco was already using
Oh,
an element
this is gonna be a fun match.
and it will just whiff. What an opening hand! Look at this! How interesting.
This is one of my
So-
least favorite fields.
Because of the Guardian or because of
Yes.
the grass stage?
Both!
Both players are going to be wary to take out that Guardian, or one of them is going to go into Dust Cross and suck them right up. But both players will also have to worry out for the opposite player's Blastman, which can do double damage right now. Oh, and they both go to Dust Cross! Who will suck it up
Who's gonna
first?
suck it? It's Disco!
Oh,
that
it's
sucks
Disco!
it up first.
Disco's got it and into a bubble.
Quick on the draw. Salad's Beat's gonna end up eating up whatever Disco had queued up, and they are more than likely gonna go to custom. Is Salad gonna throw away the traps that she has queued up in the last turn?
Looks like she's throwing away her recoveries.
She's
Oh, she's using she's dusted away her recoveries, but she's using the same chips from last turn. What a
That's
that's
genius.
very, very smart use of that.
very
ability.
smart.
And it's worth noting too that Dust Cross doesn't destroy the chips; it cycles them back into the folder to be drawn at a later time. So
It's
she
recycled,
will-
dude.
Yeah, she will get them back just at a later time.
Sooner or later. And Disco is trying to find a way to take out her first barrier. Well, Salad sets up the element trap, and she's going straight for full custom. And Disco is just staring at the chips that he didn't select on the last turn. Is he gonna keep the chips, or is he gonna replace them with new ones?
Looks like turn 3 is going to start there. Salad wastes no time popping that bubble. Ooh.
Ooh, and Disco still can't take out that... Ah, the first beer is gone.
Barely
Ooh,
missed.
Guardian miss. That was the first Guardian. He still has one more Guardian to shoot, correct?
Yeah, it looks like
There
it.
we go, and it hit her. Both players are going to both use Invisible. A neck-to-neck match. What is Salad going for now? Both players seem to not have a folder of synergy of a Unicode folder. They all seem to have like a mismatch of really strong chips with uneven codes. But slowly, those chips will build up, and one of the players will take that victory. Now we're just waiting for Disco for his selection of chips. Is anyone here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone just
We're
in
just
complete
in such
disbelief.
suspense.
So suspenseful.
Sal's gonna take advantage of that paralyzation once again.
But
And-
Thunder is there, and she's going to make use of that paralysis in order to dump the damage on Disco with the substantially strong Buster. That Elm Trap is
Oh.
just so valuable in this matchup.
Man, if she didn't bust that bubble, it was been double damage.
Oh no!
Oh, no!
Oh no!
Oh.
Looks like she was waiting for the end of the turn to use that Sanctuary, knowing that Disco could instantly destroy it with Dust Cross's charge shot. No wait,
Yeah.
he doesn't have Dust Cross's charge shot anymore.
Oh no, he's got the
No,
Bug
it
That Thunder.
That's correct.
Well, he doesn't have the charge, but he does still have the grass panel add-on.
That's
That is
right.
True. That is true. So he can still end up wiping the field as of right now with the chips and mod cards he has on board. Because he also
Exactly.
has Get-On.
That's correct.
And so does Salad.
That is true. Is Salad going to go on the defensive for the beginning of the turn, or is she going to go ahead and go towards a bug fix route in order to clear her bugs on Navicus? It looks like this is going to be a strictly defensive turn for Salad, as she drops the anti-damage and ends up trying to use bug fix, which is TFC'd right into their... Looks like
And Disco
just
goes
going
for the
damage.
fire?
That might have been a misplay. But Ellen Trap is going to pop the bubble, which saves Disco's bacon this time around. And he's going to
Disco should have gone for that wood, but what happened? The Bug That Thunder do 200 damage each, and because of the Life Aura on Sanctuary, it requires 400 damage to take it out, so that Bug Thunder is not enough to take it out. Disco should be trying for that Grass Buster right now, but...
It looks like Double Beast is going to whiff entirely. Did Disco count on that? Was he expecting Life Aura this turn? It doesn't seem that way.
He should be using his Grass Buster to remove that Sanctuary,
I agree.
so his Buster could take it out.
Does he have any objects sucked up right now? Is that perhaps what he's waiting on?
It looks like the chat has gone quiet.
It has. I think everyone's in just as much suspense as we are.
They do not know what to say.
Looks like Disco's not going to waste any time. He's going right to Tango Across to get that aura out. And he is bug fixing right up. But Salad's Tengu Man ends up wiping away Disco's barrier. He wipes away Salad's aura with the back B.
Oh, and it's blocking the Proto Man.
Oh, no!
What an extra... Oh, it sucks up the Witted
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god.
And the field is more holy than a church.
Well,
If
in
Salad
both
gets
senses.
hit by that. It looks like Disco is making use of the Buster.
Oh,
and
D-Cross.
with anti-damage.
Salad still has a ton of HP left, and with those recoveries on standby.
It is gonna be really tough to take down Salad.
Oh, I can't handle this.
It's insane.
You might want to sit down mid.
This is like watching an anime, but like not split over 5 episodes.
I mean, looks like Salad is opting for the invis while Disco throws up another trap to continue putting the pressure on Salad, wasting absolutely no time. Is the bug
And
Death
Salad
Thunder-
is at full HP with an anti-damage.
Ooh, Disco's counting on that Judge Man.
That paralysis would have been substantially large because Disco's... looks like that did pop the anti-damage. Salad is completely susceptible. It looks like the Bug Death Thunder did connect and paralyze her just for a short amount of time to give Disco some time to breathe. But he is going to continue looking for ways to keep the pressure up.
And both fields and the stage. Look at the stage. What happened to all the holy panels? Half of them's completely gone. What's gonna happen next? What does Disco have up? Is it the element trap or is it anti-damage?
He's waiting for another Bug Death Thunder instead of opting to get rid of those panels. He's wasting no additional time.
It seems to be an element trap as Salad's Buster Bag didn't trigger it.
Oh, and
Ooh.
unfortunately, Salad got out of those in time.
Oh boy.
So there's no way to
Dora is
take out
up.
that life for her right now.
The
Will
only
Disco...
way
Will Salad go for Tengu? Yes, she will. But will Disco take that to his advantage and take out the Tengu with a sword chip?
Looks like we're about to find out as we're going into our next turn.
And it is to note, even though Double Beast has the tornado attack and the sword attacks, it is not sword or wind.
Oh, that's
he's
a
locking
lot
her
of
down with
damage.
Paralysis. That element trap.
Oh, what is this?
Element
Oh,
trap
wow!
uninstall.
And the panels, look at the stage. The sanctuary is completely gone on Disco's
Oh
side.
no, Disco's trapped. He has no float shoes.
Oh, and
That
decross by the
decross.
anti-damage.
Salad still has
That's
to contend
right.
with that.
Because of the uninstall, remove his air shoes. Salad may look like she has the advantage, but Disco has a lot of HP right now. In normal Battle Network, this would still be... Oh, he used dumbass! She got back into all its damage customizer cards!
So the uninstall was for naught as Disco continues to bolster his Navi with Hub Batch. And Salad's going to continue to try putting that field pressure down.
Oh no!
To what end? Oh dear.
Salad is trapped,
Oh, dear.
but anti-damage
Oh, and the
drops.
anti-damage came from the back!
The short
And
shot
final
nano
grab.
grabs. They're so small.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
I know.
Hubash does not give super armor. I'm sorry.
And
Oh,
Salad
Salad
puts
puts
it in.
Oh!
And Disco doesn't have access to Dust Cross right now. Oh,
But
we
it
got
clears
Batman.
up with...
wow.
That was genius. That
unfortunate
was
for her.
amazing.
Wow. Oh, can we go on a commercial break? I can't handle this. Can we split this into another episode?
Next time on EXE 6.
Oh shit, they're still going!
The continuation of the N1 Grand Prix.
Oh. That's right, Blastman is actually a very good chip, and a lot of us in the Discord do really like it. Especially its version 1. Notably
As
because
it's-
it can... Notably
Yeah.
because it can take out anything on the very first turn. Like first barrier, beat. It's a very excellent chip to use.
It can also be regged, can it?
That's
Yes, it
right.
can.
Blastman V1 can be regged, and it does a good 120 damage. It can take advantage of the grass stage that spawns from RNG. It's an excellent chip.
So gonna drop the anti-Navi. What is she expecting?
Maybe
It's
she's
like we're
expecting for a
playing
Judge Man.
We're playing footsies. Uh-oh! She's
Oh!
hurt!
Look at she's
She
trying to
didn't
use
know what
that
it is.
invest champion game
Oh.
this time. Oh, she got hit by
Yes.
one of them.
She did get hit by one of them, but then thankfully two.
So she's gonna fall with her own Judge Man.
Ooh. The paralysis, the Buster is going to end up putting damage in while the paralysis is occurring.
Oh,
Salad is down to the
it sounds
final
almost
chip.
out of chips. How could she take him out in time? He still has 700 HP.
But Salad still can do a lot of damage with that Buster.
She can
That's
also
right.
do substantial amounts of damage to the amount of 420 maximum with Double Beast, and Meteor Knuckle is still open. It is completely within the realm of possibility that Salad could eke this out.
Oh. Oh. Oh my lord. Oh. Looks like Salad's choosing her chips very carefully, predicting Disco's next move. And she didn't choose any of her attack chips. What is she waiting for with that win rack? Looks like Disco is running low on chips, so he's trying to rely on... Oh, he went to ground cross, so he can get himself super armor. So he doesn't flinch from whatever Salad's gonna throw at him. And from that stage of holy panels, we've only got one holy panel left, and Salad decides to destroy it herself. And both players currently can walk over those cracked panels. Looks like Salad's waiting for the opportune time to use that Meteor Knuckle. There we go.
Just in the trap, but anti-damage.
Oh no! And because the
Oh.
anti-Navi took up her chip use slot, it ate up the Meteor Knuckle! And the Meteor Knuckle is wasted! Oh no! But thankfully Salad still has one chip left. Double Beast. Double Beast does 420 base damage. But it is multi-hit, so if a aura does go up, it cannot
If
take it
Aura
out.
or Invis goes up,
Can Disco
it might
respond to
be.
this, or is it Salad's win? Because
It's
Double
going to be
is also
Salad.
multi-hit, so it can also take out the undershirt. Looks like Disco is still relying on that Bug That Thunder. Is Salad waiting for the opportune time to use that
oh,
Double
just
Beast?
dodge that beast charge.
Oh yeah, she's relying on her. Yeah, she's
The
a Double Beast.
And
finish!
she did it!
Yeah, Salad's the victor of this match.
What a stellar match from both players.
What an amazing
Oh.
match. So fun to watch.
Gracious, gracious. Let's take a moment here to catch our breath after this match. We're going to take a short break on our end here. Please enjoy this quick recap. If you're new to the stream or to EXE6, take a look at this. We'll give you some information on that. We'll be back in a bit.
Are you gonna mute us? for a
Yes.
bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Masterclass. Back in the day, this is one of the formats used in the old official tournaments in Japan. This format uses E-Meter cards to further boost your Mega Man and enhance his abilities. This not only make the matches intense as ever, new strategies and playstyles, never before seen by your average net battler, will also be at display. Here's a few abilities that come with this. Recovering after every chip use, the normal buster being replaced by crack shoot. Abnormally high amounts of HP, I mean just look at that. The normal charge shot being replaced by our dear corn shot. And of course, status guard by default. Being able to shrug off any status conditions and combine that with super armor? Now that's something to fear. And of course, you'll see a rainbow of Mega Man. Not only do they look pretty, they have elemental types and some players will use that to their advantage. There's a few rules to this though. The mod cards all have a megabyte value, and the cards you select cannot have the sum of over 80 megabytes. And just like the old Japanese tournaments, cards that give a charge shot invisible will be restricted. Because come on, it's invisible. There's a few glitches here and there present in the Japanese version that are fixed in the international versions, but we'll bring those up at the appropriate moments. And because we are in the Japanese version, we'll also be seeing some Japanese exclusive battle chips, including Django, Count, Otenko, Gundel Soul EX, and the powerful event chips, Double Beast, Falzar, and Gregor. Okay, now that you guys know how this works, let's get things rolling. Battle routine, set!
Execute! So we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for that small blurb from Midnight explaining what exactly is an EXE6 and things of that nature. So, guys, let's...
And let me tell you, doing that a second time was rough. I'm gonna go quiet for a bit and look over these rounds. I'm gonna rely on you guys to do the next conversation.
Sure.
Okay, Joey, we've got this.
Let's do this.
Let's do it, Lanikari.
Let's do it.
So
do it, Lanikari.
Thank you, mate.
Okay, let me go back.
So our next battle is going to be Net Battler Q. Wait, am I reading this correctly? Midnight, real quick, is this actually Net Battler Q?
It might as well be.
The tournament organizer of the N1 Grand Prix?
No.
Wait, isn't that you?
No.
Are you Net Battler Q, Mega Master X?
No, this isn't me. This can't be right. We have an unknown person to the N1 Grand Prix here. This next match is gonna be Net Battler Q versus our Japanese tournament or Japanese player Aqua in round 2. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start.
I'm excited to see what the mysterious Net Battler has to bring to the fight.
Net Battler Q.
Oh, right off, starting off with the Aqua body against Aqua's Elec body. Kind of confusing.
All right.
Ooh, Beat taking off that roll.
He's gonna go for it. That's gonna be pretty unfortunate, but Aqua is starting the matching confusion as Net Battler Q tries to go ahead and put the area pressure on Aqua, dropping anti-natty. There's no way of knowing what's going on. That double damage. Heat Dragon is used on grass panels, which doubles the damage of it.
And Rush taking off that invis.
That's also gonna
sure,
paralyze him. Oh,
but
it doesn't!
Aqua has
Stats guard!
doesn't start together. But
Bees?
Natural Q seems to have the chip deleter. The Larkman.
Oh my goodness. Larkman is a mod card that deletes enemy chips if the charge shot successfully lands.
Similar to...
How
yes.
about you talk about the glitch?
The down B buster glitch?
Yes, the charge buster glitch with the mod cards. Can you explain it?
No, I can't.
Okay, alright, so here's how it works. Apparently there's a glitch where you can have the charge shot can have an addition, but the addition has a chance of activating. However, if it's paired with another mod card that defaults the charge shot, it'll make the charge shot addition work 100%, and players will use that glitch to make a Larkman do 100 damage, 100% chance to take out the enemy's chip. That make sense?
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect.
It looks like Aqua is using bees? Quite literally.
And also, Aqua has used static with uninstalling most of
What an incredible
Q's.
setup. Ooh!
Ooh, that was well timed.
With bees, there's a
Bees.
special ability with bees that if you are attacked while that beehive is actually active, more bees are spawned. So it
In fact,
can end up doing a lot of damage.
It will, though it doesn't work like the chip, as in when it's used, it doesn't send out 2 sets of bees. It only sets out bees if you are hit on the beehive.
It looks like Aqua used Grab Banish while Net Battler Q area grabbed on its TFC, meaning it's going to do substantially more damage to Net Battler Q. And Aqua is going to go ahead for a double point. What is Aqua saving up for? Net Battler Q is going to end up using Life Aura to guard against whatever chip Aqua has set up. What is going on? What is Aqua doing? It looks like he's going for the bees. He's trying to time it. Oh, and he actually used the Risky Honey chip.
He was baiting it. So clever.
Ah. So many mind games on this.
So many mind games. And it's to expect with all the mod cards.
That
You
is-
can't only rely on the chips.
That is true. Oh, anti-navi! Oh,
Ooh.
goodness gracious, that's going to end up doing damage, but unfortunately Aqua is in an invis state after being hit with that chip.
Though it takes out all those ice panels, and the beat takes Aqua's Navi chip. He hasn't used Navi chip till now? That's surprising.
That is absolutely surprising. It looks like, oh my goodness, the Tomahawk swing does double damage. Aqua's missing the timing on it, ends up using Heat Dragon to decross Net Battler Q.
And Q goes into Invis. Oh, and Q has a good draw. Q using Falzar.
Oh my goodness. Both players are very, very close. And Gundel Soul!
And
yes!
Gundel, oh boy!
Oh my goodness, the damage on that is substantial because in net battles that are PvP, Gundel Sol EX does the full amount of damage. Wow, Woodman with double damage on that. Looks like Elect Body is working to Aqua's disadvantage. Static is gonna go up. Holy moly! Crack shots everywhere.
Looks like Aqua's taking advantage of that. The downside to the Rockman Buster is that whenever the user gets whenever the user flinches, they become confused. So that's a really big downside and difficult to play around.
Yes, but the Lockman effect goes over anti-damage. If anti-damage is triggered, it will still delete the chip.
Oh, Meteor Knuckle is going to be dropped by... That's going to take Q
Oh,
out.
and that takes us out.
Gundel Sol does more damage and is out longer if the player is outside. But in PvP matches, it does more damage regardless of where the person jacks in from.
Obviously, the game thinks we're all outside.
I mean, we don't go outside.
No. No, we don't.
Alright, looks like Q is going to go into Aquacross once again.
And baiting out that beat with that roll chip. Seems that roll chip is regged by Q.
Oh my goodness.
And no bubble. But a counter hit.
You absolutely
and a
can,
D-Cross.
You absolutely can support this game and show Capcom that that we're all interested in a new Battle Network game by purchasing it on the Wii U eShop. You can get all of the Battle Networks, including Battle Chip Challenge, the best game of them all.
Okay, let's not oversell it.
Okay, please. Focus on the match.
Alas, no multiplayer, that is correct. But it looks like Aqua is going to continue using that crack shot, charge shot, and Gundel Sol EX is going to be dropped, and they're wasting no time going straight into a TFC chain. Aqua is going to use the Meteors in order to do that, while Net Battler Q uses Blast Man in order to put the damage there. It does not interrupt the Gundel Sol whatsoever. Wood Dragon's dropped. He's just trying to bait him out with bees.
Not the bees!
Also to note, the bees also have the secondary effect. They do act like a shield, but against a fire type attack, they do get double damage or regular damage.
Oh, it looks like
It goes through the shield, that's right.
Double Beast is going to be dropped by Net Battler Q. It's going to do full damage.
Although he was just uninstalled by Aqua. And pops on Invis just to block off the damage.
Sure thing, CRN, but right after this match.
Yes. Oh, he's
We
waiting
will-
for the wind
we'll
shot.
tell you.
Net Battler Q just pushes Aqua away. That ground man is not going to connect because Net Battler Q is invis right now.
I have to say, for Net Battler Q to come out of nowhere, he's playing very well.
Absolutely.
He is a seasoned player, it seems.
But who is this? I mean, was there another community he was involved in that he trained himself with?
Maybe
I have no
he has.
idea.
Maybe he has come from the actual universe of Mega Man.
He's actually Tsunayama,
He's actually a Net Navi.
and the Mega Man we're seeing right now is actually Desert Man. Is that what you're saying, Joey?
Might be, but it would be weird as he's using Aqua body, and Sandman's weakness was Aqua in the games.
Or maybe he's doing that to throw us off.
It might be.
We will never truly know. Net Battler Q is going to beast out, going to continue putting pressure onto Aqua.
So he can go over the holes with the False Beast. Oh, and Murmasa hits.
Oh, the TFC! Is that going to be anti-damage to completely block Falser? Looks like it is! Fortunately, he's not going to be able to he wouldn't have been able to capitalize on that fully, even if that weren't anti-damage. Aqua's got chip recovery as well. What's Double Point going to go for? It's going to be a risky honey that's boosted up. Grab Vanish is going to end up reclaiming area that was given to a Net Battler Q because...
Aqua had a really, really good combo going with the double damage and the bees and the grab banish.
The bees fly away.
Yeah. The bees are free.
And that static is gonna blow away Net Battler Q's aura!
That was well placed. But Aqua still baiting the damage with the bees. Let's see what Q has in storage. This so far is being a really clutch match. Oh, and Q being bubbled.
The Heat Dragon was
But he dodged.
Oh, the deletion!
There was another Heat Dragon in it.
That was a stellar battle between those two. Net Battler Q, a newcomer to the N1 Grand Prix, going head-to-head against Japanese community representative Aqua. We're going to take a small moment to catch our breath here and just talk a little bit about what we've seen so far in terms of how the meta has shifted. How do you think this it differs from the regular Battle Network 6 meta?
Well, the 6 meta is more focused, in my opinion, on how you build the chips, the fluidity of the folder, alongside the Navicast, and how you use your crosses in it. Though in XA6, you have to rely on the mods to dish out extra damage, and most people seem to build the chip folders around it, so they can do extra damage and focus on their abilities in the mod cards rather than their abilities in the chip folders.
Good analysis. Good analysis.
That is an excellent analysis there. My name is...
Yeah.
I was going to say...
okay, yeah, sorry. I was going to say do it. All right, go. Let's go. Let's do it.
I'm Mega Master X. I'm the tournament organizer for the N1 Grand Prix.
I am Joey Cobalt, regular on the N1 Grand Prix Discord server.
I am Midnight W. I am one of the people who work on the Rockman.EXE zone, which you should follow on Twitter for your up-to-date EXE news.
I agree wholeheartedly.
And it's got amazing things to see.
Yes, I work quite hard on it.
I do want to point out, too, while we're taking a small break, that all of the music that is on the N1 Grand Prix stream that you're hearing right now, you can find it all in the channel description below, as well as to a link to the N1 Grand Prix Discord where you can learn how to battle. And with PvP, using Visual Boy Advance and EXE6 and Battle Network 6, we do have patches, save games, guides, memes, and tons more for you to have. So feel free, if you haven't already, to join that. We are going to go ahead and go into our next match, which is going to be Adele versus Buster.
The
And
round
just
one.
saying, the Rockman.EXE Zone's Twitter is @Rockman.EXE Zone. No D, just @Rockman.EXE Zone.
Okay, enough plugs. Let's start the battle.
Is it though?
Okay, let's do it.
So, yeah,
It's what the people want to see.
it
Is what the people want to see.
It is.
All right, and the fourth round is just about finishing up.
Alright, just doing a little bit of cleanup because of video formatting.
Okay.
Alright, so let's go
So
ahead and
we-
get started with this one.
So we are on the fourth round. The players are in the fourth round right now. What we are watching are pre-recorded footage.
Indeed. And now we are watching the footage from Adele's point of view, right?
Yes, this is from Adele's point of view specifically.
Versus.
This is versus
Buster.
Buster.
Okay, just making sure because the way that we're seeing it right now, I can't see the really neat username versus thing that you put up.
Well, we commentators need to suffer a bit
Yeah,
for
like
the good.
like we don't listen to the really nice music that you guys are listening to.
Yeah, sadly. We can go with it.
To be honest, I don't even know what music runs on this stream because I've been commentator the entire
This
time.
is so... I can't stand this field! The Guardians! Neither player would dust cross! And it looks like
Oh
Buster
boy,
is gonna
and it
hit
was-
that and get punished, which is gonna trigger
But it
his
has-
anti-damage.
Looks like Adele's trying to put that fan right next to the Guardian, so Buster can't take it out.
Oh, it looks like he's gonna end up doing that. Is he gonna use his ability to mash out of paralysis?
There we go.
There it is.
I don't even know how this is gonna work out. Unfortunately,
Oh, it looks like he's trying to keep
Oh.
Buster away and outlast him. Is it to search for chips?
unfortunately, the fan box does not last that long on the field.
Buster,
So Buster
has
will
no
have
way of
to
getting
last
rid
through
of
this.
it. This
And
is...
Adele has...
What a funny scenario.
with fan, and Adele has the charge shot fan. Not fan. The opposite of fan. What is it? Help me, guys.
Wind?
Yeah,
To those who just joined the Discord,
the wind rack.
and to those who just joined the N1 Grand Prix Discord, welcome.
Welcome to the Discord.
Welcome to the memes. Oh, Blastman's gonna go down. That's double damage. If that is not an anti-damage, Buster's in a world of hurt. Is that gonna pop the Guardian too? No! He used
No,
it on
it's
the bottom
not.
row. Very,
So
very
it
clever
cleared all
chip
of the green
usage.
grass.
Well, it's not like Buster can go up anyway. Oh, it's
true.
gonna set up with its
Oh.
own win!
Oh my
It's
There
a
it
goodness.
box fight!
They're
There
boxing
goes the
each
gra-
other.
Whose box is best?
Oh,
Man,
it looks like
this
Adele
boxing
goes ahead
match.
and busts Buster's box as Buster goes into Gregor.
Gregor.
Oh, and it destroyed the box in the process.
When Falzar or Gregor are used, all obstacles on the field just instantly disappear. And
That is-
Gregor dropped 3 rocks? How many rocks did he drop?
4.
4.
Ooh! The
Ooh,
number
a
of rocks that
counter hit.
Gregor dropped is completely random, and that's why I hate it. And that's
And
why I
another
love it
thing
at the
to-
same time.
To add to the mod card, the charge shots actually do counter hit, so they can get double damage from just the charge shots for the next chip.
That is incredible.
Looks like Buster got this fight down.
There's so much pressure.
Even
being
with the
put
field disadvantage, he's still holding his own.
When will the stream be ending?
Well, we're gonna be streaming these matches for about another hour
Or so.
or so, give or take.
But all these matches will be uploaded to YouTube.
That is correct, and that YouTube channel is also in the channel description below this video.
Ooh, Blastman
Oh.
next two!
Times 2, but
Ow,
not on the dress panel,
undershirt.
but still undershirt.
Living on a prayer, Grab Banish is
And the
gonna
grab-
go
Oh,
down.
and for the
kill.
kill!
Grab Banish pierces Invis, so that means undershirt was null and void.
And you're saying this is the first phase of the tournament. We will have the next phase tomorrow.
That is correct. And more information on that will be towards the end of the stream as well. Alright, as we're
Adele.
going into the next round, it looks like Adele does have the custom HP bug, while Buster does not, despite having such an inordinately high amount of HP.
He's got a high amount of HP and good setups.
All right, Adele
Now,
is going
Adele
through
only-
with a misfire buster on the first part.
Seems like Buster is baiting out that Thunder, that doll.
That's right.
Oh, he
Our
couldn't
players are
capitalize on the anger.
Our players
and the
are
beat
currently
taking.
our players are currently in the 4th round. But tomorrow, day 2, we will have a top cut for the top 8 players for today.
Right into custom. Unfortunately, Adele wasn't able to capitalize on any of the chips that were used that turn 2 with some very, very unlucky humor or emotion bug draws.
Drowse.
Oh, the Django!
Oh, the Django hype!
And it looks like he used the command code to get an extra slash in at the end after the bike went all the way across the field. Oh, Buster's keeping that pressure up too. Rush is going to end up chewing on Buster's and Biz.
But doesn't Buster have... No, wait.
No, he does not.
He does not.
No, he does.
What?
He does have Planet Man, so he has status cards, so he cannot be paralyzed.
Yes, he has. In fact, has Planet Bet because his regular Buster has, in fact, Track Shot.
But looks like he's not using his crack shot Buster right now. Instead, relying on his charge shot instead.
He might be relying on those Blastmans to keep the grass on for double damage.
That's correct.
It looks like Buster is going to end up decrossing in order to animation cancel out of the throw. And continue throwing that projectile. Oh no!
Oh, that was well placed.
That erase man is
Oh!
unfortunately not going to be of any use.
If only he moved down one panel, then he can destroy that wind box as soon as it got up. That's unfortunate.
Ah, the aura is gone, and thankfully, thankfully Adele had some options available to get rid of that box before it became even bigger of an issue.
But it looks like Adele has the wind rack charge shot. So
Yes,
maybe he can
but-
fight back with Buster's
He
slash
does
cross.
indeed, but is he able to use it effectively while Buster keeps his distance, rendering the wind rack charge shot next to useless, aside from a minor inconvenience of blowing into the back of the field?
Buster is racking on the damage, and he might just end the turn before the Navicast is full. Oh, it doesn't.
Unfortunately, that a wind rack charge is way too slow compared to slash crosses.
Yeah, sadly, the mod cards usually have slow charges than the regular
He's
charge.
gonna grab
shots.
revenge for the full amount, TFC'd and McGregor for maximum
And
damage.
Buster will take out, it seems.
Ah, and here's Gregor again.
Ah,
I mean, Gregor.
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 The rat.
Grr.
Arr.
Wow.
What a
what?
stellar match between two stalwart battlers.
Oh.
We're
May I
gonna-
request a match?
Sure.
Do we have a Soul X cross match? He just recently dropped out, and maybe it'd be cool to show off his match.
Let me take a look and see if we have a Soul X cross matchup here. While we're doing that, if you want to take a little bit of time to discuss the things a bit further, while I get this put together.
What do you want us to talk about?
Anything.
I mean,
So during the past 2 months, in the preparations for this tournament, the players have been in our strategy chat, been working
Yes.
through all the combinations for the mods and checking out all the errors and
You
bugs
are
the game
worthy.
has. That's how we found out about the Rockman 100% chip deletion and the, if I'm not mistaken, the tornado bug
that's
on the grass
correct.
panel.
But currently, the tornado bug is soft banned because of our English patch issues. And we are using an English patch made by EXE guy. You can grab it within our Discord if you like to join in the EXE mod card fun and do not understand Japanese.
And really, if you hope to get to the Discord, you have to say hello to our own kernel.exe.
That's right, Shadow Pikachu. We call it EXE6 to differentiate it from Battle Network 6, which is the localized version, because they kind of play differently because the Balnor 6 has a few glitches that are fixed and some chips that are missing. But EXE6 also has these special mod cards allowing a different format of gameplay to be held.
Yes, as you have seen, there are the Django chip.
But we
And-
can, well, we should just play the trailer again. Mega,
Let's
can
do
you
it.
just play the trailer. It's okay.
You're just giving more work to mid.
I mean, let's go ahead.
Third time. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Counting on you, mid.
Hmm. Masterclass. Back in the day, this is one of the formats used in the old official tournaments in Japan. This format uses E-Leader cards to further boost your Mega Man and enhance his abilities. This not only make the matches intense as ever, new strategies and playstyles, never before seen by your average net battler, will also be at display. Here's a few abilities that come with this. Recovering after every chip use, the normal buster being replaced by crack shoot. Abnormally high amounts of HP, I mean just look at that. The normal charge shot being replaced by our dear corn shot. And of course, status guard by default. Being able to shrug off any status conditions and combine that with super armor? Now that's something to fear. And of course, you'll see a rainbow of Mega Man. Not only do they look pretty, they have elemental types and some players will use that to their advantage. There's a few rules to this though. The mod cards all have a megabyte value, and the cards you select cannot have the sum of over 80 megabytes. And just like the old Japanese tournaments, cards that give the charge shot invisible will be restricted. Because come on, it's invisible. There's a few glitches here and there present in the Japanese version that are fixed in the international versions, but we'll bring those up at the appropriate moments. And because we are in the Japanese version, we'll also be seeing some Japanese exclusive battle chips, including Django, Count, Otenko, Gundo Soul EX, and the powerful event chips, Double Beast, Falzar, and Gregor. Okay, now that you guys know how this works, let's get things rolling. Battle routine, set!
I'm happy I didn't...
Execute!
Execute! Ah! Execute?
So we're getting this together here. While we're taking... Did I just interrupt anyone? What did I interrupt?
You know, with me being the problem, I cannot directly watch the stream, and every time we do put that video, I'm not expecting you to yell execute.
What video? I mean, I'm doing it live, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, right. But I'm not hearing from my part, so it just startles me. Sorry.
It is not a problem at all. So while we're getting the next matchup,
You guys, let me do some cleanup. You guys commentate.
okay. So
Okay.
Joey, when you were playing EXE6, what is your ideal mod card setup?
Well, I have been toying with some aqua body setups. Mainly, I have been trying to put, let's say, a totem, which gives fire body and extra mega chip to the folder, with chip recovery to the usage, with an aqua body that puts ice seed, as I love using ice seed with mag coil and aqua arrow. It gives a lot of opportunity to freeze the opponent, even though status guard is pretty common in the meta.
Absolutely. I'm personally a big proponent of my favorite mod card, Bomb
You
Corn,
are worthy.
because, you know, it's
Corn.
It's corn.
It's, you know,
I seem to favor the Beastman mod card, which gives Step Sword charge shot, but I haven't been able to figure it out quite yet.
I like how we really have not so common
That's right.
usage.
now we are moving to the final round with our players. The 5th final round.
While we're taking a moment to wait for the next few matches to go ahead and upload to where we can cast them appropriately, we're going to go ahead and view Wheeler versus Neo Talenta in round 2.11. And then after that, we'll go ahead and move into the match with Soul X Cross. And then last but not least, we'll do Saito versus Disco. You guys ready?
Battle routine set.
Execute!
Thank you.
So we're taking a look at this match from Wheeler's perspective specifically.
Looks like Wheeler is running a pretty evenly matched BS folder. I assume it's short for
Best
Battle start.
Best shots?
Battle start. It's definitely battle start.
best socks.
Best
Oh.
socks.
It looks like Neo Talenta is starting in confusion, unfortunately. Oh my goodness. Beat's gonna eat up whatever chip that Neo Talenta had set up there as Wheeler is putting the pressure on with those, and it looks like he went ahead and just blew that away. Last Man's gonna end up hitting Wheeler. And oh no, the Gundel Saw wasn't capitalized on at all. Judge Man's gonna end up whipping as well. Neo Talenta is not really sure how to handle this because he's also having to deal with the fact that confusion is still around right now. All of his inputs are completely reversed, so up is down, down is up, left is right, and vice versa. He has to contend with that until confusion is completely cleared up.
Has Wheeler just activated anti-damage with his normal buster?
Oh, looks like Wheeler ends up dodging that anti-damage as Neo Talenta uses an Invis. That is going to end up uninstalling Wheeler, and static is going down. Neo Talenta is
double
just going
static.
ham with the statics.
Well used with the Tango Cross, which boosts the static for 10 damage per hit.
Oh my goodness. Is Wheeler going to go ahead and beast out into Slash Beast?
To also negate the animation of the Elec Pulse.
Genius. Genius. Oh, it looks like Neo Talenta is continuing to keep his Invis up as long as possible in order to let Wheeler utilize all of his chips.
And at this
That's going to end up deep crossing Wheeler.
crossing it. And also this field is also really interesting as it has 2 holes in it, preventing the players to actually aerial lock the other one.
Oh my goodness.
It's a really popular field among the players on Discord.
It also prevents players from continuing on. The only effective way to utilize this field is panel grab.
I'm pretty sure Salad would excel at it.
Without a doubt. Alright, both players are continuing customization as Neo Talenta goes into Tomahawk Cross, which is going to end up granting him a soft status guard. He's going to be able to utilize that Erase Man. It looks like anti-damage is going to burn, and Judge Man is going to fire off, which does not do anything at all. Gregor is going to be down.
Gregor.
It's TFC by
Oh,
Pulsar!
Gregor to the Pulsar!
Oh my goodness, this is going to be a deletion! It looks like it is indeed going to be not a delete thanks to Undershirt. Gregor is going to counter that Pulsar.
Whoa, this is a Falzar versus Gregor fight?
Yes!
Yes!
They just
Unfortunately, Wheeler cannot fight back with Wheeler's using the
Wheeler gonna
goals.
be able to do it. It looks like Neo Talenta does not have float shoes, so he's not able to get over those panels. Wheeler is stuck at 1 HP. Does he have any kind of defensive options left over?
He sadly does not.
It looks like Neo Talenta is going to go ahead and default her, and Wheeler has chip recovery, so every chip he uses recovers a small amount of hit points. But it looks like Wheeler is not going to be able to capitalize on that 420 Blaze It damage double beast.
And sadly, that tornado on the double beast does not remove aura.
It looks like that is indeed going to connect. The paralysis is going to be a deletion. Neo Talenta takes a game off of Wheeler. What an amazing first match. That is the first time that we have seen Psybeast Falter, TFC'd, and the Psybeast Gregar. I don't even think any of the Japanese matches that we viewed has had that.
Oh, this stage though!
Oh, this is the worst! This
It is
stage-
not if you have air shoes. I'm pretty sure Wheeler has air shoes, so he might be capitalizing on it.
For those unfamiliar, if a player without any kind of shoes goes over top of those panels, they will become holes. And it looks like Rush is going to end up getting burned in a very, very good strategy. Rush cannot do anything if a player has a barrier up. It does no paralysis.
Yes. Also, due to this stage also having a lot of air holes, most Navy chips don't work on it. Notably, only Roll and Blastman work.
That is correct, because both of those navies float. Speaking of Blastman... Oh, looks like the Aura Head is going to end up not connecting there. Neo Talenta is going to end up dodging that Tank Cannon square to the face! Ow!
Ultra D-Cross. That was great.
Point blank Tank Cannon.
Yeah, it always hurts. And it's so fun to see it in battle too. So satisfying.
It is, but it looks like Neo Talenta is going into Tengu Cross while Wheeler goes into Slash Cross. TFC's into area grabs left and right. Is he going to be able to utilize that Bubble Star? It looks like he misses the timing slightly on the Bubble Star. Erase Man's going to end up not being able to fire because his over top of a whole panel. That's a whole waste of a chip. It looks like Slash Cross's charge shot is going to end up cross-breaking Neo Talenta. It looks like Wheeler is preparing his B code folder, BSSB, SB Smash Bros.
Got a B prepared.
Oh, and it looks like Wheeler made the right call, waiting for a machine gun, as Neo Talenta uses a trap chip. Unfortunately, that's going to end up hitting and paralyzing Wheeler, and it looks like Neo Talenta is going into Falser, which is going to end up doing a substantial amount of damage.
But sadly not too much.
He's still paralyzed. Is he able to mash out of that? Tank Cannon's going to end up popping anti-damage, unfortunately. Oh, he's going to continue that.
Oh,
that was a really,
that was a
really
lot of
valuable
damage.
Gun Bell Sol.
And Grab Banish doing its job. Returning the stone field back to Wheeler.
Looks like HP-wise, both of these players are pretty tit for tat.
And both of them don't have the Navi, not the Navi, the chip custom screen bug.
Oh,
As we
that was
commonly say, oh,
Ow.
again, D-Cross.
Groundman D-Cross straight to the face.
Unfortunately, Groundman's one of those ships you don't want straight to the face because
No.
it won't do the most amount of damage using
You
it.
think as how big he is.
You think two giant drills to the face would do more damage than 3 rocks to the face, right?
Right.
Ideally.
But not in
Oh.
Battle Network, apparently.
Oh, look at this.
Oh,
Here comes
we got to see a program advance.
Who's our hero?
Double
Double
hero.
Hero! Going for the kill for 600 damage and multi-hit going through that undershirt.
Oh, just enough.
The deletion with double hero. That program advance was amazing.
Well, just the perks of a B folder.
That's true.
Some people may not like it because it does distract you from the other chips in that code, but it sure does look cool in battle.
Yes, it does. Though it has does have high functions with it works well with Beast Out and Slash Cross.
Looks like Wheeler's trying to go ahead and break that barrier. Ends up crossing and a tank cannon with paralysis square to the face. Wheeler is wasting absolutely no time going right in on Neo Talenta.
Both exchange a lot of damage, and there's still the one rock cube. It might help both sides. We shall see.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and Mega, if you want to take a break after this match, we can take over
Absolutely.
commentating.
Wheeler is in anger status, which means the next chip he utilizes is going to end up doing double damage. Is he going to be able to capitalize on that ability and animation cancel out of that, which would get rid of his anger, or is he going to wait that out and try to maintain that anger status and get the extra damage?
He has to mash that way out of that bubble. ASAP.
Oh, it looks like Neo Talenta sets a trap which would prevent him from capitalizing on
Oh,
any sort of
no!
damage. If that Erase Man connects, it's going to paralyze Wheeler.
But
And
Wheeler
this got
moved back.
No!
Wow.
That aura head connected.
How strange.
Oh, Wheeler's continuing. Looks like this.
Oh, power hit, but it was taken away. This is getting fun. They're equally exchanging damage each turn.
Is Wheeler going to choose that Dreadguard for maximum damage as soon as possible?
No, he's going for a D-Cross.
Oh, it looks like D-Cross did succeed. As Neo Talenta tries to get the area pressure on Wheeler, is Wheeler going to be able to use that Elect Pulse Life?
No!
Sadly, no. With and Judgment to the face.
That's going to paralyze Wheeler again.
Mega won't be going away, but he's going to be quiet for a bit
Yes.
to relax his soothing, beautiful voice.
The screeching Psybeast voice.
Well, you are the hype of our group.
And Wheeler goes for a Beast Out for some reason.
Wheeler's Gregar is going to be able to get rid of that life aura, but unfortunately, it's going to eat up one of the hits. He's going for it. He's going
no!
For it. That's not a countable area.
And he
The
still
rocks.
had anti-damage.
Oh my goodness.
This won't be good.
The rocks weren't able to do it. It looks like Wheeler's just burning Judgment at this point.
But
He's gonna lock Saito in that one shot. Oh no, he has that's right. It doesn't return back until the player steps back.
Wheeler has to play defensively in terms of movement. It looks like, unfortunately,
Oh.
poison
He
panels are
was
going to end
stuck.
up going to the deletion.
The Poison Panel and the Redirect Charge were really a bad thing for Wheeler.
So for those that aren't initiated, the program advance is when a combination of chips are used in succession in a specific order in specific codes. They perform very, very powerful attacks that are pretty hype.
For example, one of the most popular ones is the Life Sword, which comes with a sword, white sword, and long sword.
Yes, that was used in the anime. Most of you guys should know this already. So Mega, you're gonna stay quiet for this match.
Yes, I am indeed. This match is going to be Saito versus Disco.
And Alright. So Saito's gonna choose his chips carefully. As we saw in that match against Sao, Disco is a formidable opponent.
Yes.
In these matches, slow gauge seems to be a popular choice within our contestants. Looks
Yes,
like Saito's
as-
using his fast gauge to counter that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What happened?
What's up with the video? Oh no!
Move. Saito, no!
It's corrupted!
What? Oh no.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
Alright.
technical
Speaking of the
difficulties.
Looks like we're not going to be viewing that match.
How about, let's see here. What have we not seen yet? Wait, you've got a Soul X's video, right?
We have not seen Salad versus Uber Geek.
Do we have a Viridian Bell?
Well, is there too?
We do not have a Brilliant Battle uploaded.
Shame.
Do we got Soul X Cross? No, we got a Virion video. We got Virion versus
We
Aqua
watched
right there.
we watched the video.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Okay, technical issues with choosing what to pick. Flipping through the channels. All right, you got
Oh,
Soul X Cross, right?
It's those nasty meteors.
Soul X Cross, I wasn't able to get the video together. I couldn't download it.
It's on YouTube, right? Can we just watch it on that?
It is.
All right, let's try that. Technical difficulties.
We're
We're fighting over the remote. Joey, give me the remote. Joey, give it to me.
I don't have the remote.
Where's the remote?
Mega has it.
Are we fighting over the remote?
Yes.
It's the best thing on Rabbit.
What a time to be alive.
All right, so can you just run the
Yeah, I've got
trailer
the
video again?
I've got the video
You got a
right
video?
here.
All right.
Please.
So we've got a Soul X Cross versus the mysterious Net Battler Q. Is it Tsunayama? Is it actually Mega Master X? We don't know.
That was loud. Well, let's see.
It looks like we're waiting for them to get up. Mega, the mouse, please.
Mega, turn off the remote.
Okay, so yeah, give us the remote. Give it. Let go of the remote. Let go of the remote, Mega. Thank you.
Let go of the remote.
No, I got this.
You messed up. That was spoilers.
I'm sorry. I don't got this. All right, here we go. Net battle. All right, we got Soul X Cross versus Net Battler Q, and Mega Master is. I paused the video by accident. And here we go for real. All right.
Man, you're
Okay.
a horrible host.
I'm sorry. Here we go. Battle 1 start, and Net Battler Q has. Wow, that's a lot of HP.
And they're actually in color with their sides.
That's right.
Soul with heat body on his right side, and Q with aqua body on his blue side.
Maybe Q is secretly using the blue in the background and blue on the stage to camouflage into the environment.
Maybe.
That's a legitimate strategy. It's not an actual strategy, but it's legitimate, I guess.
I mean, in the real world, it would work.
Just
But
camouflaging
sadly,
yourself.
This is not Battle Ball.
Alright, and the battle's getting started, and Q going straight for Aqua! And so X Cross is taking away his Mega or Giga chip right off the bat. Ooh, and Q's blinded from his status bug.
Seems like Soul is actually using the strategy to blend in with the red.
But it's only on his side, because Q, he will see it on the blue side.
Sadly, yes. But Q has gained vision again.
That's right, and Q seems to be going for the Aqua Cross to take advantage of Soul X Cross's fire body, where he takes double the damage from Aqua chips.
Yes, and Aqua Cross actually has almost instantaneous charge shot.
Yes, it's pretty ridiculous. Ooh, he's going for a one-panel grab banish? That's strange.
It was cancelled out with the grab banish though. And
Oh, but
fixed back.
Wow, how did that work? That was
That was-
strange, because usually if you grab something after a grab banish,
it usually stays, but it seems it was just in the one frame where it was still working on.
he obtained back the area. How interesting.
Yes. Also, the reminder: Soul still has that Rockman chip.
Yeah, so every time he flinches, he does get a confusion bug. Just confusion. Oh, base
Oh.
and line? Ooh, into
But
that invisible
invis
and
in-
dodging it right away. What's the Lex gonna counter that Aqua Cross with? Oh,
But it will not because beat.
that Element Man was at optimal position to use his elect damage attack, which deals damage 3 spaces ahead.
Yes, and it would have decrossed Aqua's Aqua Cross.
Unfortunately, that beat got in the way.
God, it's so confusing.
Looks like Soul X Cross is trying to get back some area.
Seems his chip folder is mainly focused on taking away area from the opponents.
Oh, excuse me, Fazeta. I mean, it's not base Anli, base Anomaly, or whatever it's supposed to be. Oh, and Q's using a Falzar!
Oh, anti-draft by Judgman.
But that Judgman will take place of that Falzar, and that Falzar will be eaten up by PFC. Ooh, very interesting.
Sadly, there goes that Giga Chip. But there goes the ground man. 3 rocks hit.
It's a Buster match. If Q lands his charge shot, it does 2 extra damage. If Soul X Cross lands with his charge shot, he can destroy a chip that Q is holding.
Yes, indeed.
It is.
But
very
Q still has that Aqua Cross with and doing it almost, if I'm not mistaken, 100 damage per hit.
Ooh, that's really nice. But Soul X Cross's charge shot also does a lot of damage.
Yes, it does.
Ooh, Q take. Ooh, he's gonna rain that Aqua Dragon on him. But Q has to take back some area. Ooh, well, unfortunately, Soul could not dodge that machine gun in time.
Yes, in fact, you have to move through the roads, not through the columns.
Yes, unfortunately, our Gregar patch is a bit buggy, especially in a multiplayer. So we have those little graphical glitches.
Yeah, sadly. Panel got 2 double beasts, and he's not on the sanctuary.
Ooh. Ow, taking that 420 damage straight on.
420.
Alright, looks like, judging from the damage, Soul X Cross destroyed one of Q's chips.
Soul is masterfully using, going through his confusion state. He is managing to dodge some of the shots. And the grab revenge, back to take his part of the field.
Yes, confusion damage confusion actually has really strange properties. While damage confusion is active, like they're still confused, the player cannot gain any other status conditions, essentially making them immune to paralyzations and such.
It's almost like a status guard.
Yes, like a pseudo status guard. But also, it does not for them to become confused. Not only does it require them to flinch if they get pushed back by a chip or pushed forward by a chip, they will become confused as well. It's really strange properties.
Yes, as Tango Cross does mess up with the Larkman user. With both the
ooh, and the blast man's gonna miss. Oh, that's too bad.
Sadly, that would have been double damage on the. Oh boy.
Looks like Q's playing very well with that confusion.
So Soul is trying to get as much health as he can. And
ooh,
that fast guide is working for him.
Ooh, Q still has 1400 HP left, but Soul only has 5 chips left.
Q has been very well to manage his HP. And he still hasn't decrossed from his Aqua Cross.
That's right.
That is really impressive.
Ooh, and Q's gonna... But Soul's gonna hang on with that chip recovery, healing 40
and
damage every
beast.
chip uses.
But sadly not nearly enough to do critical damage.
That double beast gets me every single time, because usually there's no way to avoid it, and you just have to take that 420 damage straight to the face.
Q isn't using any chips, while Soul is using up all his chips he has.
Mega, please mute your mic. Thank you. Oh, that's right. Oh wait, does that mean I'm talking to myself and talking to Invisible Mega? But
You're not crazy, Mid. I hear him too.
Why is he still talking in my head?
Oh my god, I can hear it too.
Alright, looks like Q got a lucky 777. Can Soul X Cross land Gregar and hit 5 times? Let's count the number of rocks it hits. 1, 2, 3. Oh, only 3
Oh,
times.
not enough.
Unfortunately, oh, and Q's taking advantage of that and going. Oh, here we go.
And that was a really one-sided match, sadly. But
And as seen right there, the win rack pushes Solex Cross to the back, and he gains confusion.
yes, a really specific problem with the Rockman chip.
Unfortunately, but it is a very strong chip with a very
It is.
difficult.
As
backfire.
deleting the chips in the opponent's hand,
It does
It
not feel
depends.
good on the opposite
it
side.
does not, really does not.
Okay,
Ooh,
looks
a
like
double area grab.
Q's
Not
not playing
taking the
around.
chip. Taking the Navy chip from the beat. And anti-damage to the slash, man. It would have done a lot of damage. Almost max damage.
Ow, ooh.
That
would have
was
hurt.
well placed.
But Soul's got to get some area back. Q's totally dominating on field presence.
And no damage was done. Oh, and
I'm
that was prematurely.
I'm surprised
Oh,
I'm surprised Solex Cross has not changed to another cross. Because at this
And
point it
Soul-
seems because it seems at this point Q's taking advantage of his fire body and dealing
And in
tons of
fact,
damage.
Soul has gone even redder than before.
Yes. Now we can't even see him on this red field. Oh, he's gonna go for the ground, man! But
Oh,
Q's
that's a
putting up
shame.
is that an anti-damage? Yes, it is.
It
And
is.
completely dodging the damage.
Mega, please. And again, area locked. Spot the uninstall. Oh my god.
And destroying his chip.
Oh. So it really is in a bad situation. Area locked on the ice panels with a double damage to that aqua charge.
Should have cross cancel at this moment.
He should have. I do not know why he's not cross canceling or beast outing at all. He does have really good chips to use with a beast charge. Oh, that's a good counter.
Ooh, and just in
But
time,
he
right?
won't be
Oh, but
moving.
whoa, that didn't push him back because of the cracked panels.
Yes,
But
sadly.
but he has a beast. How come he didn't get pushed back? How strange.
He
Oh.
had
Oh, is
life
it?
aura.
Oh, because
Life
even
aura
though he hit with the grab
cancels
banish,
it.
the life aura. Oh, that's interesting.
Yes, it is.
How interesting. This game is really interesting with lots of really weird and deep mechanics. Don't you think?
Yes, you would be surprised how much deep stuff you can find it.
In the Mega
And we're
Man
not-
Battle Network.
And we're not talking about the underground area in Central area.
Joey,
It's
please.
even deeper.
Joey, please. Looks like Net Battle Q goes for a Tomahawk Cross. What is he planning? Is he gonna go for some wood?
Seems he used bug fix to fix all his bugs and does he get all his uninstalled stuff back with
Can Solex Cross make it? Oh, but
Oh,
Q stands in the way of that wind
would have been
box.
amazing. Oh no.
Oh! He
That
was
beast charge did a bit of damage.
Ooh.
But
Both players still have a ton of HP to go through. Oh, wow. Whew.
ooh, a grab banish to a blast man to the cross.
That's
But
500
sadly, Soul
damage.
will get a lot of damage from that grab banish.
But Net Battle Q's got his area back. And Solex Cross seems to be waiting for the opportune time to use that invis, but Q has a rush. And now he's rushing with his buster damage.
And sadly, this judgment will miss again.
Unfortunate. Yes, Solex Cross dropped in the fourth round. No, he dropped out at the fourth. Yeah, he probably. Let us check this bracket that we have.
I believe he did after the second round. Isn't
He dropped after the fourth round. He's not fighting in the fifth round, which is right now. The players are fighting in their fifth round right now.
Oh, I thought he was.
Ooh,
he
look
had
at
a
this!
bye.
Look at this!
Oh,
He's taking
did
out
he-
those chips with his charge shot, using his
That
own
was
Larkman.
amazing.
It's a Larkman fight. And so
Oh, right.
area back.
In fact, Q does have Larkman as well.
That's right.
But we haven't seen because he has been using Aquacross a lot.
That's right. He's taking advantage of the fact that Soul, for some reason, would not switch out of his fire body.
Oh, and the Aqua Dragon.
Yes,
Oh, that was capitalized. But Static didn't do much, but did remove that aura.
yeah, sometime during the stream, we will announce the top 8 cut. Or the top 8 battlers of this day will fight on tomorrow.
As it might be, might as well, as soon as this or the next video finishes, we will have the matches done.
That's right. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Oh, it looks like a double beast, but it's on Sanctuary, so he does half as much damage.
Yeah, only 210 damage. Oh, and he's capitalizing with that slash charge. It seems Q might be having anti-navi.
Q is at an HP disadvantage, but let's not count him out just yet, because he seems to be.
And he's going for that.
He's going for Falzar, but that Falzar is gonna miss. Oh, but that double beast is gonna hit into an anti-damage into 0 damage.
Yes, it is back to that.
Falzar's storm attack will miss, but his feather attacks. Whoa, that's a lot of feathers. And
that
like
was
Gregard,
a lot of feathers.
And like Gregard, Falzar's feathers are random from 1 to 5 amount damage. And for some reason, he's got damage confusion. We need to look into that
and a
some more.
D-cross.
Oh no!
And it's done. Q wins. Net Battle Q wins.
That was a close match.
All
Yes,
right.
the last round was.
So we're going to go one more match, and hopefully our rounds will be wrapped up by then. Our final match that we're going to have on stream is going to be Saito versus Disco.
All right.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's go, Hikari.
Looks like the final round still has 3 matches to go, but the top cut seems to be all of our usual top battlers, which is to be expected, right?
I mean, there are some surprises in there.
There are, but that doesn't.
Oh, there are.
That doesn't.
Not to mention, newcomer Aqua is taking our scene by storm.
Aqua is a member of the Japanese net battling committee, where they have real life net battling, like every couple of weeks, right?
That is correct. That is absolutely correct.
They in fact even use mod cards, real life mod cards, right?
That is correct.
That's right. And of course, they've been playing this game far longer than any of us have, competitively, because of how Japan prepped up their tournament scene with Battle Network. Okay, now we're back to this. And Mega, are you taking a break for this round as well?
Yeah, I'm going to clean up a little bit, and I might jump in as it continues on.
Okay.
Why
Looks like Disco's going for first turn life aura.
Why has the barrier been removed?
I don't know. Ooh, why is that removed? Oh, because... Wait, let me see what Saito's set is. Ah, Saito has Dustman, which has the B left, which has a vacuum fan. Yeah.
I thought it was to suck up
No, on Saito's
objects.
side.
Yes, on Saito's side.
Yes. No. He has the Dustman mod card, which sucks in the enemy and does wind, thus removing
it's
Disco's.
like...
Yeah, it's
Yes,
like
it's...
Tengu's, correct.
That's confusing. It should be like dust, but it's
It is.
like Tengu's.
And funnily enough, Tengu Man's mod card do not have that ability, but Dustman does, so I don't know.
Well,
Take it up with Capcom. Looks like this goes going for a beast out.
oh, an Element Man. Will it be? Oh, it's not.
He's not going for the Elec? How surprising. Ooh, he's going for the Great Grab Banish right after that grab back, that area grab.
Sadly, Saito's Slashman won't be capitalized with that. And it was DFC'd by an Invis.
So he won't be doing any damage at all. Ooh, and Saito could not use that anti-damage.
It seems only a handful of players, as we've seen, have managed to use chips just before the Navicast opens. Oh, and the Aquacross on the Heat body. Only playing footsies. And area grab TFC to grab banish to do extra damage. But the machine gun has been missed as Disco has been in an invest state to add to that grab banish. And Disco used the hub badge to get
All of its abilities back, and Disco has
Yes.
a huge HP advantage.
Yes, it has. As it seems, if I'm not mistaken, Saito doesn't have HP recovery with chips, while Disco does.
Looks like Saito has a very interesting coded folder. That's for absolutely sure. Is he going to opt for the field repair? Is he going to go for a double beast? There's a lot of options, but he's at such low HP that he has to play defensively. Otherwise, he's taking a very, very substantial risk. And it looks like Disco's going to make full use of that chip recovery.
Looks like he picked that. Looks like Saito picked up that grab banish, hoping that Disco would use an area grab. But it looks like Disco does not have one, instead just setting up all sorts of defenses. Ooh!
The Sanctuary, look at those panels, they're so clean!
Saito, what is this? What is this double point Super Vulcan attack plus 30 strategy you got
my
here?
goodness.
What is this?
What?
Oh my god, you should have beasted out.
He could have TFC'd in Viz!
Hmm.
Well, it doesn't really matter, it doesn't look like Disco had rush set up.
Disco,
Double point to Gregor.
Oh!
Whoa!
Seems Disco has
Unfortunately, it
anti-damage.
is an anti-damage.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
That would have been so much damage if it would have connected.
What can Saito do next?
What can Saito do next?
As Disco is at full HP yet again. And
Sai-
going to the...
I guess trying to get back his super armor?
Super Armor. He has hub badge on still.
Ooh,
Looks
and
like
He
that is
might
over
be
a
trying to
Sanctuary
decross.
level.
on a Sanctuary, unfortunately.
Yes. And... No paralyze.
Ah!
And no anti-damage. What? Oh, it was anti-damage.
Saito's hanging on really long for someone with very
Yes,
low HP.
but Blastman will now do a lot of damage. Oh, and he has a good setup.
Unfortunately, Disco has that ground cross super armor, so that super broken won't be doing
But
as
he
much
is
damage
still
as it does.
paralyzed. And that does almost 400 damage.
Doing these footsies game, and double beast
suddenly
goes for the kill.
Saito goes down to the double beast.
Looks like the fifth round is almost finished. We have 2 fights left to
That is
finish.
correct.
And the first day of the tournament should be it. And we have been streaming for 2 hours.
Yes.
And people who just joined us, do you mind playing the Mod Carts trailer once again
Absolutely.
after this match? Okay, thank you. Looks like Disco's trying to suck it up again.
Oh, and Saito has an
Ooh!
invulnerability bug.
What
He
do you
might
mean?
be able to use that.
The invincibility bug?
Yes, invincibility bug. Pardon my
right.
word. Oh, and Saito going to beast out. Turn 2.
Looks like Saito's... Wow, why would he do that? That seems too early.
He might be trying to capitalize on the damage. as early as he can. Though that invis will prolong that. Oh boy, 3 items in the dust cross.
Double beasts into that anti-damage, doing 0 damage.
But the problem is now.
Why did he go beast out? That's what I'm wondering. That seems like a little too early, correct?
Yes, I didn't see any chips he might have use of.
Looks like he's going for the erase cross so he can get some extra damage off his machine gun.
And maybe get some.
That's right, erase cross
HP bug.
Increase the damage of that machine gun by 30. And machine gun does multiple hits, so that'll be some kind of damage. And since Disco just went dust cross, it takes out the dust cross and does a bit of damage. But Disco seems to follow up right away with Life Aura. The Saito seems to have the advantage, the field.
Though Saito is keeping at his maximum HP at all times due to that chip recovery.
Disco's going straight for Tomahawk and Hub Batch already? Not even waiting for an unstall, or maybe he already decides that
that was a well-placed invis. And the area was removed. That was well-timed.
And Saito used up that beast out.
Sadly, yes. But he is at an advantage in the area, and he can capitalize from that static.
That's right, and he still has the field advantage, so that Slash Man should do a lot of damage. If he can take out that anti-damage, I assume. Ooh, but this will get Sanctuary.
And a grab
revenge.
Oh, that's gonna put a hole inside those plans. Sadly, prematurely used static, and an invis to an anti-damage, and a buster up. What is
happening? It looks like Saito's just wasting those chips. What are you doing?
I think he's capitalizing on the recovery of the chips. He might be doing a lot of recovery.
But he just yeah, I got you.
Yeah, anti-damage. Or invis. Seems like it was invis.
Here comes the Bug Dead Thunder. And if you guys see in Bug Dead, if this goes times his charge shots just right, that Bug Dead Thunder can corner Saito. And if Saito doesn't play his footsies game right. Ooh, he's gonna go grab banish.
That's gonna
taking back the area.
Not.
And this goes setting up for that second Bug Dead Thunder. Oh, it's going for the Element Man.
Double Element Man to remove that Sanctuary and use that.
But Disco is going to use the Ice, which freezes Saito.
To freeze up, but it doesn't since it has
Status Guard, that's right.
Status Guard, right. Oh,
wait, no, doesn't have Status Guard, I'm sorry.
Man on the grass.
He does not have Status Guard. Oh, maybe he does. Oh, no.
He does.
I'm sorry, Joey. So he does have Status Guard.
Yes, he does.
Running one of the cards that gives Status Guard, okay.
Disco, in fact, does not have Status Guard, as we've seen. He was paralyzed by a lot of chips before using that Vulcan in the last round.
Uh-huh. Looks like Saito's trying to buster him out. But this goes setting up anti-damage with double beast. Oh, we got Aquaman! We just flew the damage on Saito and multi-hit and goes to the undershot and goes for the win!
Just enough. Just enough.
And Disco goes for a clean second victory. No, what are you doing? No, stop!
Mega, please!
Wait!
Mega!
What the heck?
Mega, help!
What?
Stop it!
Sam! What are you doing on me?
It's got autoplay. You can't help it.
Relax. Our next match is going to be Nerith versus the owner in round 4.
But do please.
The owner?
First,
the pawner?
The pawner? Is it owner?
The pawn. The owner of the pawn shop.
Let's call him
the
Hamp,
pawner.
the gamer.
Hamp's the
but
gamer.
Mega, please, do play that video again.
I will. Let's go ahead and take a small break and recap what exactly EXE 6 is for all the people who are just tuning in. We'll be back momentarily.
See ya.
Masterclass. Back in the day, this is one of the formats used in the old official tournaments in Japan. This format uses E-Leader cards to further boost your Mega Man and enhance his abilities. This not only make the match as intense as ever, new strategies and playstyles, never before seen by your average net battler, will also be at display. Here's a few abilities that come with this. Recovering after every chip use, the normal buster being replaced by crack shoot. Abnormally high amounts of HP, I mean just look at that. The normal charge shot being replaced by our dear corn shot. And of course, status guard by default. Being able to shrug off any status conditions and combine that with super armor? Now that's something to fear. And of course, you'll see a rainbow of Mega Man. Not only do they look pretty, they have elemental types and some players will use that to their advantage. There's a few rules to this though. The mod cards all have a megabyte value, and the cards you select cannot have the sum of over 80 megabytes. And just like the old Japanese tournaments, cards that give a charge shot invisible will be restricted. Because come on, it's invisible. There's a few glitches here and there present in the Japanese version that are fixed in the international versions, but we'll bring those up at the appropriate moments. And because we are in the Japanese version, we'll also be seeing some Japanese exclusive battle chips, including Django, Count, Otenko, Gundel Soul EX, and the powerful event chips, Double Beast, Falzar, and Gregar. Okay, now that you guys know how this works, let's get things rolling. Battle routine, set!
Execute!
Ah!
Oh, man, doing that again is rough.
And I still can't hear you guys.
So that's,
What?
What? So that's kind of a quick overview of EXE6 in this format. We're going to be doing one last match, which is going to be Nerith versus the Poner, or Hamps the Gamer. And both of the last players in the last round have unfortunately been unable to play their game, so they are doing a Proto Man SP tiebreaker, playing with no Navi customizer, no mod cards, and an extra folder of their choice. And the person with the fastest deletion time is declared the victor of the match. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started viewing the next match for the N1 Grand Prix Minor 2. My name is MegaMaster.EXE, and joining me is...
Joey Cobalt and...
Midnight W of at Rockman.EXE Zone on Twitter, and we have a website. Sometimes we remember it.
Every now and
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
Right.
Yes. And I'm leaving you guys to commentate over this. I'm going to take a small break.
Okay, Joey.
So you guys enjoy.
Thank you for your time, and hopefully we will see you next time.
Yes.
All right.
See you as well.
All right,
Goodbye.
man. We gotta step up. We gotta step it up.
I don't know about you, but I'm always on top of my game.
So this match is going to be from Nerith's point of view, and right out of the gate, I've never seen so many stars on a customizer screen at all.
Wait, oh, I see.
Wow, what draws.
Hopefully we don't have to explain what asterisk code means.
It's basically a wild card, effectively. You can use it in conjunction with any sort of chip. There are a couple of other rules that go along with it as well, but be that as it may.
Uh-huh.
So it looks like the Poner is going to be starting with Fast Barrier at 2100 HP. Meanwhile, Nerith is starting out with Elect Body, but it looks like the Poner is going to end up going right into Elect Cross as Nerith sets up Anti-Navi to the Poner's Unknown TFC.
Looks like Naruto's trying to kill that first barrier right off the bat. Ooh! Is that an Elect Pulse charge shot? That's ballsy.
That is indeed, that Paralyze is going to end up connecting as Nerith goes invis, rendering that Elect Dragon completely useless as the Poner ends
And
up
Nerith
missing the
also
pulse.
has a Be Left Risky Honey. What a
Oh
fun
my
set.
Goodness.
So he has Planet Man, right? With a crack shot?
Yes.
Be Left Risky Honey. And Elect Pulse charge shot.
Truly,
What a
Nerith is
fun set.
demonstrating a mastery of mod card mayhem.
Uh-huh.
the opponent is
Looks like
wasting
Connor
no
went
time
Black Cross.
right into Beast out. Oh, but he's gonna be able to pop that aura.
And he used area grab.
The anti-navi's gonna end up taking it. It's an anti-navi. He keeps it.
It's unfortunate he went elect beast.
Oh my goodness.
Usually, Gregor players have a max amount of have a 5 attack buster or higher, and usually going into their beast forms and charging up a chip to do their special beast attack can take out an aura. Unfortunately, Elect Beast isn't one of those crosses that can take out an aura.
Which is absolutely unfortunate, but it does have its share of strengths to compensate for that shortcoming. Nerith's got a Meteor Knuckle queued up, right? So his opponent is paralyzed. If he does not cross-cancel out of that paralysis, he's in for a lot of hurt.
That's correct, Knack the Dragon. Battle Network can be pretty intense, and it is a quite deep game.
Beast's gonna end up eating up whatever the opponent had queued up. It could be a Giga, it could be a Mega, who knows? That's the fun.
Why are you obsessed with Beat taking away the chip every single time? Oh, I love it, chat! Take out that aura! Ooh! Nerith's using that fast gaze to get back into action, but base, really
the
interesting.
base. Alright.
He's gonna drop it. But Nerith also has his own Giga on hold. He's just waiting for the right moment to use it. When Nerith went, ooh, never mind. He's gonna use it right now. And that Blast Man is gonna completely ignore it because he's still flashing. Whew. Okay. Looks like the final match in the round is
completed, and once we finish this, we will announce the top 8 of the N1 Grand Prix Minor 2. But first, let's talk about that Bubble Star whiff, shall we? Oh, it looks like Nerith.
What are you doing?
Oh
no, he's just spamming the chip. Oh no, that's bad.
Oh my goodness, there's so many pulses going around here. Nerith is calculating very carefully his options throughout this.
Unfortunately, he used up a lot of his asterisk chip real early in the game, so he's left with a bunch of monocode stuff.
Almost all of them were also utilitarian chips.
Oh,
like
what's that? Uninstall Wind Rack?
Uninstall! Wow!
Unfortunate. Can Pawner follow up with his... Ooh, but he's got on a pulse to stop it. And fortunately, Nerith did set up Fast Gauge early on, so he's able to stop the onslaught of Slash Cross's really strong charge shot. Here comes Gregor! Ooh, because sets up the Sanctuary. And Gregor cracks that Sanctuary every single panel and still cracks some to boot. He's like, Pawner's taking back the field, but Nerith still has a lot of really strong chips to fight back with.
He's backed into a corner. How is he going to get out of this? He has a... Oh, looks like the Pawner is going to end up beasting over, gaining invulnerability, but he is not able to control his Navi whatsoever. He queued up Double Beast.
And Nerith whiffs that Brown Man because he cannot stand over a hole because he is a giant dozer.
Oh my goodness. There's nothing he's going to be able to do. The only reason that Beast Over is losing HP is because of the HP bug right now. And now the Pawner's HP is going to tick down at an increasingly large rate until it reaches 1, leaving him susceptible for full deletion by Nerith. Alright, Nerith's going to use that chip recovery to the full advantage, and the Pawner ends up getting very smart using his situation with Life Aura, but Slash Man is going to end up dealing enough damage to pop the Aura, and leaving Pawner susceptible to damage. Is he going to be able to close it out? It looks like the turn is over. He wasn't able to close it before his HP hit 0. The turn is back into custom before he was able to do the damage necessary. The Pawner still has an opportunity to eke out enough damage to delete Nerith. It looks like he's unsuccessful in getting that Bubble Star. Is he going to be able to do it? The Machine Sword, it looks like that is the deletion based off the Buster. Ow!
And there it goes for a clean... Oh, that was only the first match? I thought it was the second one! Wow, that was long.
That was.
He's like, now that Derek knows what Honor is doing, he's gonna more carefully choose his chips.
He is going to have to at this point, as the HP custom bug ticks down his HP ever so slowly.
Aha!
I'm sorry.
Alright, what is the Poner going to do at this point? He's going to end up beasting out turn 1. What is he going to follow it up
Already?
with? Nerith drops Anti-Navi. Are we going to see another double Anti-Navi? Nerith goes ahead and uses Sanctuary, but the field generated was 2 permanent holes on the field, so they can't area grab through that. Nerith's trying desperately to get Poner to use his Buster in order to go into the back B bees?
Not the bees! I was going to say something, but I forgot again.
Oh no.
That's bad.
Nerith does not have very many options right now.
Uh-huh. I always love seeing anti-Navi into anti-Navi because...
It's such a ping-pong back and forth.
It is. My favorite part is when it overrides the current chip that the anti-Navi taker is using.
Absolutely.
Which creates all sorts of mess. It's great.
The Poner still has his first barrier. Oh my goodness.
And he cannot follow up with that machine sword, which can only hit the enemy if they're paralyzed.
That cursor chip is going to end up destroying whatever chip that the Poner had queued up, because cursor chips, just like Machine Gun and Magnum, are able to destroy chips that are queued up by players.
And traps are those question marks on the corner of the screens.
Yep.
And also, that machine sword did not hit because it requires the enemy to be paralyzed, but Nerith has status guard on, so he cannot be paralyzed.
Oh. Is he going for the Aqua Needle? That paralyzed hit as he was moving out of the tile. He ended up getting hit by the tail end of that pulse, going right into paralyze.
And Poner loses his Beast Cross. Did someone ping me? Here comes the High Boomer X2. Can he time it in time, or is he going to use it when he can? Ooh, it misses completely. Base into, well, from the looks of it, Nerith has an anti-Navi set up.
It does. He has not popped it yet. Beat may have taken the Poner's Navi chip that he was intending to use earlier.
Uh-huh.
Is that ground man going to be able to connect? It looks like it is going to indeed go to the end, which is going to drop rocks on the field, decrossing the Poner in the process and dealing substantial amounts of damage. And it looks like the trap is going to be set. Nerith takes his Judge Man.
And it is Judge Man! And Nerith takes back his own field from Poner's own chip, and he can electros him. Poner should not be this close.
Oh my gracious.
And he stepped back just in time.
Alright, looks like the Poner is going into a race crust as Nerith accelerates the game state with Fast Gauge. He wastes no time getting that cursor, which unfortunately he's not going to be able to capitalize. That pulse connects again! Nerith has had substantially good aim with all of those pulses.
Looks like Nerith was at a huge disadvantage, at a huge HP disadvantage, but he seems to have fought his way back. Ooh, uses Gregar. And that Gregar is going to miss with his first hit, but that rock is going to hit him 1, 2, 3, 4 times.
He's going to be able to close it out. The chip recovery.
But that Aquaman's going to do 360 to the face. And Nerith.
Ooh, that pulse is going to
pulse him.
Is Nerith going to be able to edge this out versus the Poner?
Looks like it if he can land this double beast.
Oh, he's gonna beast
over!
Gonna
beast out, he's going for beast!
Oh no, the
And Super Beast using like probably contact missile element trap, he's gonna buster on beast!
He's gonna
Super Beast gonna buster!
He's gonna have to rely on chip recovery! That's the only way he's
chip recovery to style recover the chip and restoring from undershirt. So he's living on the edge.
All he has to do is.
And the Super Beam's gonna be
oh
gone.
My God! He's living
now-
on the edge of deletion.
And now Pawner's HP is gonna significantly drop, giving Nara the chance to win. And he still has that chip recovery.
He has 3 hit points left, now 43 thanks to chip recovery. Oh my goodness, the chip recovery is just so strong right now. The Pwner got the Buster straight to the face. That was a full tilt deletion. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for the N1 Grand Prix Minor 2 Pools matches. Oh, let me take a breather. Holy moly. Oh my goodness. We have seen so many good battles throughout the pool matches. So I'd like to take a moment to thank a couple of different people here. This is going to end up wrapping up the pools matches. But tune in tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will be streaming. Yes, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will be streaming the top 8 finals for the N1 Grand Prix Minor 2. Now I will announce the top 8 for the N1 Grand Prix. In first place, we have Salad with 5 wins, 0 losses. In second place, we have Buster with 4 wins, 1 loss. In third place, we have Disco with 4 win, 1 loss. In fourth place, we have Thiguinop at 4 win, 1 loss. In fifth place, we have Aqua with 3 wins, 2 losses. In sixth place, Nerith with 3 wins, 2 losses. In seventh place, the newcomer Net Battler Q with 3 wins, 2 losses. And in eighth place, Firebolt Bro with 3 wins and 2 losses. Congratulations to everyone who participated in the N1 Grand Prix Minor 2 up until this point. It is indeed EST, 3 p.m. So I would like to thank everyone for tuning in to this event here, and we hope that you tune into it tomorrow. Mid, do you have any closing words?
Good matches. Oh, but that Net Battler Q, though, came out of nowhere and in top 8 right now. I can't believe you, Mega Master, got to top 8 as Net Battler Q.
It's not me. I mean...
You're the tournament organizer. You have to be.
I mean,
right?
It would make sense, but why would I participate in my own tournament? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank Capcom for this amazing game. For a game that is pushing 11 years old, we have a community of almost 400 members, and we would love to invite you to join us on the Mega Man Battle Network 6 N1 Grand Prix Discord. The link is in the channel description below. You can also join us for any kind of commentary. There is net battles, there's memes, guides on how to get started. It doesn't matter if you have Mac OS X.
And let me tell you guys, it is very detailed. It is very, very detailed. And do not get intimidated.
No, I mean, we are all here to help you out in getting started with competitive net battling. I saw that a couple people were surprised that there even is the ability to net battle online in this day and age. What a time to be alive. So I definitely want to thank you Midnight, for taking time out of your day in order to cast this event and for helping me with the event. I really couldn't do this without you, and I definitely couldn't do it without everyone that participates and watches these events.
Thank you for having me.
Not a problem at all. So, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and give the channel a follow if you would like a notification of when the N1 Grand Prix Top 8 Finals go live tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Megamaster.EXE.
And I am Midnight W.
And with that being said, Jack in! Mega Man! Execute!